Hey guys, it's me, Christine. Today we're going to be doing a get ready with me using a new foundation and also trying out water activated lashes. I'm very excited to try these products out, so let's get right into it. So I haven't filmed a video in a really long time just because YouTube's a little bit challenging, and also I went away on a holiday trip back home. I was so excited. I had all of these ideas to do a lot of beauty things, and I brought my camera, but I didn't bring my laptop, and I just wasn't going to be able to edit anything and then put them up right away, so I didn't do. Anyways, here we are, really excited. As I mentioned before in my other get ready with me, these are the types of videos that I really like to do just because they're super casual, very laid back, and honestly it's just me trying out new makeup, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. So make sure to give this video a like and also subscribe if you guys want to be in the loop of any time I post a new video. So before we dive into the look, I do want to talk about the foundation. I am just super excited about this. Bareminerals will always hold a space in my heart. I've been using their products since high school, and I still do use only one of their products, but I just get excited every time they launch something new just because I love to see that the brand is keeping up with the trends, I guess. And I have to tell you guys, I was easily convinced when I watched Hailey Bieber's Get Ready With Me. That's probably why I picked up this product. I loved how it looked on her skin. Very natural. The skin can still peek through, but you can always add more. So this is a buildable coverage foundation. Anyways, let's get into the specs. This retails for $35. I did get mine at Ulta. I'm just gonna pull up the thing here. On the website, it is a liquid foundation made with 88% naturally derived ingredients. That's what I love about Bareminerals, is that they always infuse some kind of skincare benefit in their products. This has olive-derived squalene, which helps nourish, hydrate, and help protect skin against moisture loss. So it has a lot of moisture in it. It has a peptide and prickly pear extract added to reduce the look of pores, and it also has their classic mineral base SPF. The sunscreen in here is titanium dioxide derived, which is actually something I prefer. Okay, really excited to try this baby on. As I mentioned, I did watch Hailey Bieber's Get Ready With Me, and the first thing she did was shake the bottle, so you want to make sure you shake it. It's pretty interesting because of the way it's packaged. It is a plastic packaging, but it's kind of insulated, and I thought that it is a vacuum seal pump. If you pumped it, the bottom just goes up naturally, but it seems like that's not the case in here. Alright, so I'm using the shade Medium Tan 18. Hopefully this works on me. I did lose a little bit of color since I went back home, but I still have a little bit of my tan. I love how the pump is concealed too, so that way it doesn't make a mess everywhere. Just something that I noticed is that this foundation is meant to be used with your hands. To me, my takeaway is that this foundation is a very minimalist product. So if you're not the type to sit down and spend a lot of time on your makeup, this might be the product for you. Hailey Bieber used her fingers in her tutorial, and I prefer to use beauty sponges or brushes when applying my foundation. There's just something about my fingers, unless it's like a tinted moisturizer where I mix it with my moisturizer, then I can kind of settle and use my hands, but I just prefer to use a tool just because I feel like you just get a better blend. But that's just on me. If you're a finger type of gal, then do you. And I like the idea of that. That shows that this product is very simple and very easy to use. So I mean, you just pump it on your hands, throw it on your skin, or you can use a beauty tool. I'll be using my Equal Tools 100% biodegradable sponge. Just recently picked it up and I have been using it non-stop. I love how soft it is, and I do have to compare that this sponge is way better than their other sponge, the green sponge. I feel like that sponge is more firm, and I don't reach for it as much just because I prefer a softer sponge. I feel like you can compare it to the Beauty Blender Soft. I literally feel like I said sponge like 30 times. So there's that. Finally, we're gonna get right into the makeup. Thanks for watching me geek out on product, but If there's anything that I love to do is read up on the product specs just because it excites me. I'm gonna do a half and half situation. My takeaway is that you can definitely use it alone or pair it with products. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna start off with skincare on one side and then primer on the other. First side, we're gonna try out, we're gonna use a primer. This is the Ultra Repair Hyaluronic Hydrating Primer by First Aid Beauty. This is my very basic all-around primer. Oh, I put so much. My brain is telling me to put it all over, but I had to stop myself. Okay, I'm gonna go in with just a little bit more. I don't know why my initial reaction is to always smell something, so it doesn't have a smell. One layer down, I did do like 1.5 of a pump on this whole side, and I have to tell you the texture of the foundation is very lightweight. It's not liquidy as you guys saw when I pumped it out. It almost comes out like a creamy type of product, and it didn't run. As I heated it up on the back of my hand, it became a very lightweight texture. It feels a little bit wet on the skin, so I'm just gonna kind of let that sit. As you guys can see, my skin is still peeking through, which is really nice. So if you just want a little complexion corrector, 1.5 of a pump is pretty good. Now we're gonna move on to just the skincare side. I do my normal face wash and moisturizer, but I did skimp on everything else just because I wanted to make room for this product. This is the Bareminerals Skin Longevity Lifelong Herb Serum. Pretty excited to try this out, not just as a serum, but as a makeup prep, and I'm all about that. I never actually used a serum like this as a makeup prep. This smells good. It has a very fresh, clean smell. Heat it up in my fingers. Skin is tacky, and that's actually perfect for the foundation to grip onto. Going in with 2 pumps. The glow coming from this side is unreal. I think of healthy glowy skin makeup version, this is it. I'm gonna go in with another pump and we're gonna finish it off. I'm focusing the product on my cheeks because that's where a lot of my skin concerns, and that's where I want more coverage. I'm really trying to find any areas of weakness with this foundation on my skin, and I have to be honest, it's getting pretty hard to figure out where I can call out, because we might be impressed with this foundation. Besides the fact that I have a lot of texture going on under my chin, it's just I need to work on that. I don't feel like it's accentuating those areas. I feel like it went over those areas really nicely, and especially under my eyes and then around my nose area, which has quite a bit of texture, and also some dry patches. That's where I find the foundation to grip on the most. I feel like this foundation went over those areas really nicely. I have to say that this foundation, the glow is real. I mean, even up close, it looks just as glowy up close as it does look on this camera, which is amazing. What I'm seeing so far, especially with the 2 pumps that I put onto the skin, or 2.5 of a pump, I would say that this foundation definitely needs something to set over top. If you have more of that normal to dry skin type, I feel like maybe you can get away with not setting your skin, but especially for me, who is more of that combination oily skin type, this foundation is not gonna last on my skin. Definitely gonna start cracking. I'm beginning to see that around my laugh lines, and that's why I always set that area. And especially under the eye, I feel like this side is definitely more glowy as opposed to this side. It's just kind of that glow underneath. This does bring a lot of shadow under the eye, so you can definitely see my under eyes look sunken in. I didn't feel that the serum was heavy at all, but I loved how it made my skin feel tacky. Tacky is good because that helped the foundation on to the skin. So excited to try these out. These are the Ardell Aqua Lashes. It says there's no adhesive needed, just dip and apply. I'm not sure if there's any other styles, but I believe these are $4.99. I got these at Ulta as well. Ardell lashes are probably one of my most used and favorite lashes, just because one, they're affordable, and two, they're just so natural. If your natural lashes were longer and a little bit wispier, that's what Ardell lashes are. Comes with instructions, which we're not gonna read. These are in the style 344. The inner and outer corner are so long. I almost feel like this will poke me. What's interesting too is you can see the glue. They rimmed the lash band with glue, and you can see it's clear, and it's actually pretty hard as well. I'm gonna need to cut off these corners because this is definitely gonna poke my eye. So it said this is a water activated band, and all you have to do is size it, dip it in water, and apply. Alright, so I don't have a fancy petri dish, so I'm using my brush cleaner, and there is water in here. I'm gonna go in, just dip. Okay, so the instructions don't say for how long you need to submerge the lash band in water, so they're literally wet. Oh, I made that one way too wet. Just go in and reshape it. That is way too wet. Oops. The lashes are wet, y'all. Lashes are on, and they still feel a little bit wet. I'm gonna finish off the rest of my skin. I'm not gonna touch the lashes, and we're gonna pray that these inner corners stay, and I'll be right back. So I'm back. Final look. So here are my final thoughts on the Bareminerals Original Liquid Mineral Foundation and the Ardell Water Activated Lashes. Starting off with the foundation. Foundation has had time to set. I used my Bite Changemaker Flexible Coverage Pressed Powder, and typically if I'm going for more of that medium to fuller coverage, I would opt for a powder like this overall, just to give me just like a little bit more of that flawless illusion. I went in with my thicker, creamier, fuller coverage concealer. This is the Ultimate Tarte Shape Tape. I really wanted to see how this texture mixed with the lightweight foundation, and held up pretty well. I didn't see the products compete with each other, and it just blended out smoothly with all the other products. As you guys can see, the skin, minus the highlighter, the skin looks very natural, almost like a demi matte finish. Overall, this foundation, so far after the first time using it, I actually really like it. I like how you're able to build the coverage. Lastly are the lashes. I do have to say these are very interesting. I have never seen water activated lashes before. I can see how they did it. They rimmed the lash band with a lot of glue. You could actually see the clear glue over top, and the band is almost hard from the glue, and the water softens it. But I do have to say that I think depending on how long you soak the band in the water, that's how powerful the glue will be, because I'm already seeing the inner corners starting to lift, and I think the glue wasn't activated enough. I wish though on, does it say on the box? Yeah, it doesn't really say anywhere on the box how long you should soak the lash band in water for, which I feel like would be a helpful tip, because if it's just showing water and the lashes, it should be an instant thing. Another thing that I wanted to call out is that the lash band is quite thick, and then in addition to the glue on the band, it made it even thicker. I almost feel like the glue is very visible and that you would have to rim the lash band with black eyeliner just to conceal everything. But the lash overall is so gorgeous. I love how wispy they are. Overall, it seemed pretty easy. They're cool, they're interesting. I mean, they're water activated, so if you don't own lash glue and you don't wear lashes often, I'd say that these water activated lashes are worth trying, just because the convenience, everything is all here and all you need is water. But I would have to say, as someone who wears lashes, for my personal opinion, I think this is all just for fun. I would rather just use lash glue, to be honest with you. But that's just me. Alright guys, so that's all that I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me / review. Make sure you guys leave me a comment down below if you've tried these water activated lashes. What are your thoughts on it? And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me, and I'll see you on the next one.